And we often hear that masking is something significantly associated with women and girls. But the truth is that all autistic people, regardless of their gender, are capable of masking. And one of the things we really need to take into account when we're talking about masking is that identities are intersectional, right? So we talk about women and girls, autistic women and girls having different experiences, this linking into the reason that they might be underdiagnosed. Maybe they're just better at hiding their autistic characteristics. Instead of thinking about the way that our social expectations of women and girls map onto what we expect autism to look like based on very stereotyped criteria. And we can think about it beyond just women and girls, right? So we can think about how then we bring other intersecting aspects of identity and things like our race or ethnicity, things like our sexuality, other parts of ourselves that we might experience stigma for. Um, so the idea that there's autism and female autism, are we then going to break it down into black female autism and gay female autism? Like, no, that would be ridiculous. Autistic people have varied experiences because they have multiple aspects of identity that make them who they are. So we tend to miss out on really expansive experiences of gender, missing out on non-binary people, trans people, but also of men who don't fit with those stereotypical profiles when we're talking about masking as something that is kind of a part of the female presentation only. So we really need to think about masking as something that interacts with aspects of identity rather than that is just limited to one type of autistic person. And we can do this by understanding more deeply the relationship between masking and stigma. So everybody engages in impression management, autistic, neurotypical, neurodivergent in other ways. We all think about how we present ourselves to other people. And then we might modify that based on the context. So we express our values in different ways to different people. We might be more professional in a work setting. We might talk more about our hobbies and interests when we're with particular groups of people. But all of these things link back to the idea that our self is multifaceted. So there isn't just one kind of core sense of self. Our self is made up of lots of different things and experiences and values. But when stigma comes into play, we start to see these contexts impact on whether we feel like we can authentically express aspects of us. So our multifaceted self is still authentic. It's just softening or kind of highlighting different bits of us. Whereas when we're engaging in suppression or projection of an inauthentic version of self, what we're really doing is not projecting something that is authentically us, a part of that multifaceted self. It's something that we've had to develop in order to stay safe. And we've seen this in our work on victimization with autistic people talking about how they felt like they had to mask for safety because of trauma, because of negative experiences with other people, because of fear. So that idea that masking is driven by stigma, it really helps us to understand then how we can support people to live more authentically. Because living authentically is not just the responsibility of the autistic person, right? It's society's responsibility. Autistic people are told that their social skills are deficient, and we try to teach them neurotypical social skills. We encourage them to mask, to act like other people in order to fit in. And it's important that we can learn non-native social rules if that's desired by a young person, by an adult. That's absolutely fine. It's like learning a second language, but it isn't that one language is superior to the other. They both have different functions, different contexts, different people that you might use them with. It might allow us to conserve energy, moving between different environments like school and the home or the workplace. But we shouldn't be telling people that their natural way of existing in the world is wrong and that they need to act inauthentically in order to fit in with other people.